Okay. Well, welcome everyone. This is an honor. My imagining for this time was to use this quiet, slow, intimate space to have a compassionate conversation with our nervous systems. And as we're having that, being embraced in this amazing, loving, safe community. So that was the imagining behind this. I'd like to begin by setting the space, and I've been working with this principle of nesting. So we'll set our nest together. And as I am setting the nest, all of you can just notice the transition it takes to come to presence. And I've been practicing with that too, and noticing, it takes a few breaths. So I'll see if we can get this nest. If you can see. You see this? Okay. So it's setting our nest. Have a little bit of gentle starlight. Here's our nest. We'll put an egg in our nest. I don't know if you can see that though. It's a little bird. A couple of sacred objects to welcome us. Little color. Special book. I'll light the candle, then I'll blow it out just for safety's sake, for my sake. So just noticing your breath. You can begin to soften your gaze. There's a gaze called owl eyes. And it's just looking out, sort of like a soft, a squint, not a hard, forceful squint, but just where you start to take in the space, your peripheral vision, the space above you, below you, in front. It's not so focused. And it's just an extra tool to help your nervous system notice that you're transitioning into peace and calmness. And the intent for our mindful movement meditation will be self-compassion. I'll begin with the blessing. And breathing in, breathing out, feeling into your nest, the space around you, feeling however you're supported, what's underneath you, if you're on a blanket, a chair, feeling for your sit bones, making yourself comfortable. The first blessing is titled For Belonging. May you listen to your longing to be free. May the frames of your belonging be generous enough for your dreams. May you arise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart. May you find a harmony between your soul and your life. May the sanctuary of your soul never become haunted. May you know the eternal longing that lives at the heart of time. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. And may you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, to mind you, and embrace you in belonging. While we are breathing and moving together, it can be helpful if you have a mantra to repeat to yourself to keep on coming back to our intent of compassion. I have one that works where I'll place my hand somewhere around my heart, either straight on my heart or at the side or the top. And I'll look down at my heart and I'll repeat, I don't have the answers, but I know it'll be helpful to talk and listen. I don't have the answers, but I know it'll be helpful to talk and listen. So you can use that mantra or another mantra that you may use anytime if you're moving away or getting distracted, to come back to your breath and coming home into your body. Repeating the mantra can be helpful. And speaking of the conversation, the breath is the language of the nervous system, so we'll breathe together. The Brahmani breath is a practice where you inhale and on the exhale, you make a humming, buzzing sound with your breath. So we'll do 3 breaths with different hand positions. We'll begin first by placing your hands on top of each other at the front of your heart. You can just press around, inhaling, exhaling. Again, a deep inhale. One more. Next hand position is at your side ribs, the side of your heart. You can cross your hands over, or you can just place one on each side rib, or you can just imagine your hands there and keep them at the top of your heart. We'll buzz up our heart space, the heart meridian for self-compassion. Inhale. And you can play around with the pitch to send that vibration to the spot that you're focusing on. Inhale. One more. Next hand position is to the back of our heart. And if that's too uncomfortable for your range of motion in your shoulders, you can just imagine your hand placed at the back of your heart and keep your hands up front. Inhale, buzzing up the back. In the last hand position, I'm going to place our hands at our belly, around your navel, a couple of inches below your navel space. Just gently, we'll buzz this area up. Inhale. One more. Just release your hands and pause, letting that vibration soothe your brain, your heart, right down into your stomach. The first movement will be bird wing. So placing your elbows, pressing them into your side ribs, extending your forearms out front, making space between each finger. On an inhale, and then on the exhale, you press your elbows into your side and allow your forearms to come out a little bit. On an inhale, return to center. We'll repeat this 2 more times. Exhale, press your elbows, allowing your forearms to open. Notice the space at the top of your heart, your clavicle. Return to center. Inhale. Exhale, press, forearms out. Let that go. Take a feeling, noticing breath. Sending compassion to that area. The next area is the neck. If you just take your hand and feel the base of your skull, if you can feel the 2 indents there, I just want you to put your fingers, just gently touch, just notice them there. This is some muscles at the base of your skull. And a lot of congested energy could end up here. And then take your other hand and place your fingertips at your center of your forehead as you're just gently touching those 2 little indents. Breathing. So as we move the neck, we just have this awareness of this sensitive area. So you can begin to take your neck side to side, inhaling and exhaling. And now we're going to add a movement to that. Bringing our forearms up in front of us. We'll start with the right forearm at the bottom and your left forearm at the top. Take your shoulders down. You're gonna press, creating a little resistance, your forearms into each other as you take them out to the right, and then return to center. Sitting on your sit bones, allowing your shoulders to come down away from your ears. Then inhale, exhale, take your arms out to the right, and return to center. Repeat it 2 more times. Press and take it to the side and return. Inhaling, exhaling, move them to the side. Turn. Let that go. Now just check out your neck rotation. Notice if there's any more space. And we'll take it on the other side. So left forearm on the bottom this time. Create a little resistance, pressing forearm into forearm. And on the exhale, take your forearms, your elbows out to the left. And return. Out to the side. Return. Press. And return to center. Let that go, taking a noticing, feeling breath. And you can just check out your neck rotation. And imagine turning your head from the indents at the back of your skull. I get a lot of feedback from that. Next, we're going to do a little jaw releasing. So you can just begin by taking your fingertips and pressing all around your jaw and your face. Then interlacing your hands so you have a little bit of a fist. You're just going to press your jaw into the side of your fist. On an exhale, you press, 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 and let it go. And try that one more time. Inhale and press your fingers against your jaw. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Let that go. Do another jaw releasing. Lip slide, jaw glide. You wet your lips like you're putting on lip balm. Just releasing any congested energy here, sending compassion to all, any tightness, whatever you find. And then you can let that go when you're all set. Maybe flap your lips a little bit. All right. And the next movement is called nose circles. Begin making circles clockwise with your nose, inhaling and exhaling. And we're back at that suboccipital muscles. Maybe 10 to 12, your own size circles. You can shut your eyes. And when you have completed your circles, inhale, pause, let your breath float for a second. And have an audible exhale. Again, these muscles behind there can hold a lot of tension. So we'll send our intent of compassion to whatever you find there. Now we'll take it in the opposite direction. Small nose circles. A lot of fight, flight, freeze response can get clogged up here. And again, pause when you've completed your circles. Inhale with an audible exhale. Just notice the brain, the heart, the gut, the central nervous, the central channel. And we'll take that into eye circles, eye rotations. Begin by just a soft gaze again, maybe those owl eyes, not such a strong focus on anything in particular. And making circles with your eyes as if you were going around the face of a clock. So up, over to the side, down. You can go as slow or as fast as you need to. And after a few of these, we're going to pause, close our eyes, inhale with an audible exhale. We'll take the eye circles to the opposite direction. Being kind and compassionate to what we find. We are freeing up our eyes, which in turn will be freeing up our brain. When you're ready, pause, inhale, exhale. Eye diagonals, the next motion. And that's your gaze, your eyes are going up to the right and then down to the left. Up to the right, down to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. After a few, pause, close your eyes. And then we'll take it upper left, lower right. Upper left, lower right. Pause. And exhale. Just bring your head down. Take a soft gaze at your heart. We're moving a lot of energy around, subtle energy, but it can be a lot. Returning to the quality of compassion. Or any other quality that you relate to that. Let's take a couple of soft lions together, which looks like this. Inhaling and then exhaling, you stretch out your mouth, your eyes, your tongue. You can have your gaze towards the tip of your nose. Take a couple of those. We're in the privacy of our own space. That's just moving out any extra stuff that may still be locked up. Let that go. The next is called brain cradling. So interlacing your hands, place them at the back of your head. And first, just create a little resistance of pressing the interlace of your hands into the back of your head, creating a little resistance on the inhale. And on the exhale, let it go. Repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, resistance builds. Exhale, let it go. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And the next movement, it's as if you were going to let your hands come free by sending your elbows out on the inhale, sending your elbows out to the sides on the inhale, but you don't let your hands go. They stay together. And then exhale, let the resistance go. Inhale, stretch your elbows out. And then exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Allowing your hands to come down anywhere on your body. Pausing. The next position is a forward fold of just in your seat, and whatever you can rest your head on. I'm just going to show you by using my palms of my hands. I'm going to feel for my sit bones first, so I'm grounded. My feet are stretched and they're not asleep. I'm pressing them out a little bit so they're active. And then from there, you just forward fold, let your head go against something, whether it's a table, or if you have blocks or whatever you have, it can be your knees. And gently take your forehead side to side on whatever you're resting upon. Just letting your head go and sending compassionate breaths to your lower back, to your kidneys, to your adrenals. Sending breath, talking gently and compassionately. Few more slow, deep inhales, widening across your back ribs. Slowly return up. You may feel like jittery, or maybe you can feel energy flowing, maybe not. We're going to take an energy shower together. We're going to begin with thinking of a word that you have worked with now with this intent of compassion, and we're going to write it on our palm. So we'll take that, write your word, and put it in your other palm so you have it on both. And we're going to begin at the crown of our head. You just begin to gently tap or sweep the top of your crown, all sides of your head, in the back, down gently in that area of the indent, coming around to your face, just filling yourself up, taking an energy shower with this quality. Tapping your face, from down to your neck, your front of your neck, the muscles on the side of your neck, the back, sweeping, tapping, the top of your heart, your clavicle, come down your shoulder, straight down your arm, then the other shoulder, straight down there. Come back to your heart center, your torso. Sweep your back, your kidneys, your hips. Tap your legs. You can reach your feet. And then return to stillness. Just letting that wash through you. And we will seal this conversation, this sacred conversation with our nervous systems, with the meditation and a blessing. Placing your hands at your heart. Imagine yourself in your nest, surrounded by candlelight. Gently closing your eyes, or that gentle gaze. We'll begin breathing from our heart. Imagine the candlelight on your left side. And have your heart breathing, inhaling and exhaling towards the left side candlelight. Candlelight is soothing, gentle, nothing harsh. Filling our nest. Begin to bring your breath and attention to your right side. There's candlelight over there, completely surrounding your right side. Having your heart and your inhale and exhale just pulsing towards that light, and that light is pulsing towards your heart space. Filling up with loving, compassionate, gentle candlelight. Now begin to breathe towards the candlelight in front of you. Your heart energy. In and out towards the candlelight in front. Softly, safely holding you. Gently coming to the candlelight behind you, behind your heart. Surrounding you there. Breathing into that candlelight and the candlelight reciprocating this exchange. Allowing your language, your breath to flow beneath you, candlelight. Filling the earth and the ground. Holding you, minding you. Allowing your heart, your inhale and your exhale to flow back and forth with this candlelight energy. Now bringing your breath to your crown, and above your crown, the candlelight above your crown. Soothing, welcoming, belonging. Have a soft gaze. Continue breathing into the light all around you. I'll read a short blessing, and then I'll ring a bell to bring our meditation to a close. To come home to yourself. May all that is unforgiven in you be released. May your fears yield their deepest tranquilities. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love. Thank you for talking, for listening. Thank you. And slowly, in your own time, come back to us when you're ready.